Hello everybody and welcome back to another video, and today is a special one indeed, for we're about to go on to do the Little Ladies Day event here in Udall. We get it from the Unsettled Sential here, and the quest is called the Princess of Flowers. The Unsettled Sential is eyeing you so plaintively that it is becoming difficult to ignore, and our reward is the flower crown. This is what we're going to look like once we get it. And it's really pretty, a little chain of daisies it looks like. Okay, so let's see what he has to say. Please, good madam, you must help me. The young mistress has gone missing and I... Whoa, buddy, slow down there. I do beg your pardon. That is hardly an appropriate way to begin a conversation, is it? I quite forgot myself for a moment. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Rodolphe, and I have the honor of serving the noble Thorn family. The young lady of whom I spoke of is Adelita Thorn, whose whereabouts, I regret to report, are currently unknown. Should I know who that is? Escaped her gilded cage, I take it? Well, I have a vague idea who she is with the Thorn family, but yeah, I think we'll go for this one. Escaped her gilded cage, I take it? A fair question, and one which I shall endeavor to answer to the fullest. Spare no details are words I live by in my profession, you see. You have doubtless heard of the Thorn dynasty, the period in Udon history that began some 300 years ago. During this time, the Thorn family reigned in the Sultanate. Though they relinquished their stewardship over the nation in favor of restoring the Ul to the throne, the noble scions of the Thorn line have continued to occupy positions of great social importance. Lady Adelita is the eldest daughter of the current head of the family. Alas, she has always been frail of body. For her protection, I do my utmost to keep her from the perils of the outside world. But she has been paler than usual as of late, and when I went to look in on her this morning, I found that she had, given me the slip, one might say. Ever courteous, she left behind a note stating that she intended to join in the Little Ladies' Day celebrations in town. I certainly understand her desire to do so, given that her health has prevented her attendance in all previous years. However, it is far too dangerous for her to convert about the city on her own. If she were to take an ill or some misfortune to befall her, I would never forgive myself. Oh, it's the legend of the lost lady all over again. So, shall we start the search sometime this century, or... Ooh, the legend of the lost lady? Tell me more. Yeah, we'll do that one, just to see if it annoys him. Ah yes, in the tale, Princess Ediva, who had been her whole life confined to the palace, switched places with a common miller's daughter and slipped away. Her overprotective father, Sultan Baldric, flew into a panic, his army all but razing the miller's house as they searched. When the princess returned, however, the Sultan came to repent his hasty actions. He had the miller's house rebuilt and insisted upon personally serving as seneschal to the man's daughter for a day. His zeal for the role sparked smiles across the city. It is this legacy that lives on as a Little Ladies' Day, on which we remember that each little girl is as dear as a princess and should be equally treasured. That's a sweet holiday. I wish they had that in real life. Good heavens, in sparing no detail, I lost sight of the larger picture. Yes, we must find Lady Adelita immediately. Though I must admit that even with both of us set to the task, it would be nigh impossible to locate her without knowing where in the city she might be. I have it. Responsible for overseeing the festivities as he is, the royal seneschal surely has knowledge that we lack. Lady Adelita may have even spoken with him. We should seek his aid first and foremost. Please follow me. Quest accepted. So now we have to look all over the city for this little lost lady. Well, so far we don't need to worry about going too far, but just in case you don't know where to look, you can accept the quest line just outside the Ethernet here in Udall. Just walk on out, you'll see them. Oh, look! They have a stage set up! That is so cute! I can't remember if they did this last year. Oh, I love that. I have to play around with that later on, but first things first. The Royal Cinchiel takes his role very seriously. I'm confident that he'll be able to help us find Lady Adelita. It's wonderful to see you again, my friend. Have you come to celebrate Little Lady's Day with us? Are you here to become a princess for a day? Or perhaps you wish to act as a Cinchiel for someone dear to you? Either way, I am certain we can make your dream come true. I am terribly sorry to bother you during the festivities, but we are in urgent need of your assistance. Why, if it isn't Rodolphe, you seem quite distressed. Am I correct then in assuming that this concerns Miss Adelita? Yes, as it happens. She wished to join the other citizens in celebrating Little Lady's Day, but she left home unoccupied, and I fear that my chances of locating her without help are slim. That is distressing indeed. Though I have not seen her pass by, I shall of course join you in your search. I have yet to thank her for the daisies after all. Daisies? No, we can spare no detail later. Lady Adelita is our priority. Well, then we can begin with the main thoroughfare on which we stand. It is at the center of the festivities, and is always busting with little ladies and their Cinchiels. If Adelita wished to join the celebration, she could not fail to be drawn to it. In that case, we should spread out so as not to miss her. Kind adventurer, please search for a dignified young lady with long dark hair between where we stand and the gates of Nald. The Royal Cinchiel and I will cover the opposite direction. Right, so we'll head this way. Oh, dark-haired lady, is this her? Damn, it does look like it's her. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than that. Yes, I am Adelia Thorn. Why do you ask? You're in a lot of trouble, Missy. Rodolphe sent you? Oh dear, I didn't think you would find me so quickly. Lady Adelita, thank the heavens that you are unharmed. Who knows what may have come to pass without your assistance? The two of you have my thanks. Come now, we had best return home before you tax yourself overmuch. I appreciate your concern, Rodolphe, but that I cannot do. I have a mission this Little Lady's Day, and I will see it through. Mission? Whatever it is, it cannot be more important than your health. I will not simply wait until you collapse, or worse. It's her life, at least hear her out. Safety first. No, it's her life. We should hear her out first. Thank you, dear adventurer. I'm sure you'll understand why this is so important to me. You see, as a Thorn, Little Lady's Day has always held special meaning for me. I was raised in the legend of the Lost Lady, and as I grew older, it became my dream to bring joy to the people of Udal, just as Sultan Baldric once did. My illness, however, has kept me from so much. Eventually, I decided that if I could not brighten people's hearts on Little Lady's Day myself, I would at least contribute something that could. That's why I began growing daisies in the garden. Miraculously, as they sprouted and bloomed, my body grew stronger, and I began to think that my dream might at last come true. You and I both know that my fortune will likely not last, but this is all the more reason to do what I can right now. All I ask is for this one day. Such a kind-hearted soul. I cannot speak for Rodolphe, but your words have touched me deeply, as have your actions. While the Thorns are always generous in their provisions for Little Lady's Day, to receive so many beautiful flowers this year was truly a delight. If I may ask, why did you choose to grow daisies? Your family's crest depicts peach blossoms, does it not? That is why we typically use them as a motif for Little Ladies' Day. Could we have been mistaken all this time? I'm glad that you asked, but that is a secret to be revealed at a later time. For now, I would like to begin weaving these daisies into crowns, so that we may present them to the many princesses of Udal. Crowns of flowers? What a splendid idea! Please, allow us to assist you. I will set my staff to the task at once. Wonderful! The preparations will go so much more smoothly with the Royal Sential's cooperation. Rodolphe, pray bear with me a little bit longer. I cannot, though I am loath to disappoint you. As your Sential, it falls to me to protect you. Your health notwithstanding, it is simply not safe for you to wander the city. We cannot assume that all who walk these streets have motives as pure as your own, Little Ladies' Day or no. You can't mean to take me back, not when I'm so close? I will accompany you and guarantee her safety myself. Allow me to serve as her Sential today. Aww. Well, since it's Little Ladies' Day, we'll stick to the spirits. We'll be the Sential. I have no means to protect her out here in the city, but you have. So if you were to take on that responsibility... Very well then, but I cannot well credit all of my duties to you, so I will remain with you until the lady is ready to return home. Oh, thank you so very much. Let's go and crown some princesses right away. Lady Adelita, please do not sprint so. Wait, we haven't finished making the flower crowns yet. Never mind. Well, I have no doubt that she will succeed in putting smiles on the faces of many a little lady with her flower crowns, assuming she has them on hand. I will have my staff bring along the ones that are finished so that you can take some with you. Well, that was quick. Hello there. Here we are. Please go after Miss Adelita and see that these find their way to the heads of would-be princesses. Honestly, girl, you go running off without even thinking about grabbing the merchandise. That is how you can tell that she comes from a rich family. Does not think things through and just goes running on ahead without even thinking about the details, leaving it to other people to solve it for her. Oh, I'm such a scatterbrain. You didn't happen to collect the flower crowns from the Royal Sential, did you? I would so like to present one to this young woman. If we work efficiently, I may be able to return the lady home before her father becomes worried. Okay, little princess. Sorry, am I in the way? No, you're not, but we have a crown of flowers, a ring of vibrant daisies fit for a princess. Oh, a crown made of flowers! It's so pretty! Do you think that if I wear this, I can be a princess too? Well, not a real one, but yeah. I really can? This is the best day ever! I have to go home and tell Father that he's my Sential now. Did you see her smile? It's wonderful that even hundreds of years later, the legend of the lost lady can bring people such joy. Shall we try the steps of Thald next? I'm certain we can find others who dream of becoming princesses. Lady Adelita, I spared no detail in warning you of the dangers of running mere moments ago. Well, she's long gone by now. Okay, though, let's see where else we can go. Who else are we going to give a little crown to? Since we only have 2, I'm guessing that it's not going to be a long quest. But you know something that has always bothered me about Little Ladies' Day? They talk all about this and that, about how every girl deserves to be a princess, right? Well, how come we're never treated as a princess? I mean, I know that there are male players as well, but come on! What about us female ones? Don't we get someone to treat us with like a princess just for a day? I mean, we deserve it after all the crap that we have to put up with, what with fighting primals, freeing nations. It just feels a little bit unfair. But I'm ranting, and here they are. I must admit, I scarce remember when I last saw Lady Adelita so happy. This woman surely deserves a flower crown. I know her husband would love it as well. My wife and I have come to enjoy Little Lady's Day. I have been too busy with work to spend time with her as of late, but the festivities gave me an excuse to put my duties aside and take her on a romantic stroll. Hello, can I be of service? A crown of flowers? Are you quite certain you mean to give this to me? Surely there are younger ladies whom it would better suit. There's no mistake, I assure you. Though you may no longer be little, I am certain that you are a lady who is a princess at heart. Well, 'tis true that as a child I always dreamed of being a princess, frilly dressed, billowing as I glide gracefully through palace walls, with a doting Senchil at my side. How do I look? If you're going to laugh, hurry up about it. Aww. You are a vision of beauty, my lady. If I may be so bold, it is an honor to serve one as lovely, as gentle as... Ape, stop, stop! Oh gods, I'm blushing. Well, don't go and make it seem embarrassing. I always dreamed of having a princess to treasure, you know? And I found you, and, oh, now I'm blushing. Thank you. It seems both of our childhood dreams have come true. I never expected to feel so much like a princess at my age. What a darling couple. Little Lady's Day really does have the power to touch people's hearts no matter their age. For we were all young children once. Children listening, starry-eyed, to tales of princesses and sensuals. Childhood tales. Yes, I remember. It was for the same reason that I dreamed of becoming a sensual. Do my utmost to make one lady, one princess, smile. But can I truly say I have been living up to that ideal as of late? Lady Adelita, are you all right? I will be fine, though I suspect you were right. I should not have run so much earlier. Let us return to the royal sensual. I will contact your father and ask that a carriage be sent. Aw, do I detect a hint of romance there? Just a hint. And you know what? I think I remember seeing that couple before. I think it was the Goldsmith's quest line. I think 50 to 60? I think. It's been a long time since I've done that. Hey, the Adventurers Guild. I think that's probably the closest one. But don't tell me we're going to be wrapping up the quest already. I don't think that was even like 20 minutes. I swear, like, these events quests are getting shorter and shorter. However, if the development team is working on Shadowbringers, then I suppose I can understand that, and I'll forgive them for that, if that's the reason. I apologize for worrying you. I will be fine. Perhaps all this excitement at once was a bit too much for her. Lady Adelita seems to be doing well for the moment, and we shall return home without further exertion on her part. Rest assured that there is no cause for you to worry. Thank you. Because of your help, I was finally able to make my dream come true. I'm so sorry to repay your kindness with more trouble. Well, it's okay. I mean, we didn't really do much. Now, don't you worry over making others worry. Then everyone will be worried. Why don't we discuss something else instead? Perhaps you are ready to share with us your reasons for choosing daisies, for instance? But of course, I'll tell you the story while we wait for the carriage. After Sultan Baldric served as Sensual to the Miller girl, he chose to do the same once every year to other Udon ladies. It is said that this was his way of reminding himself, and others, that all girls should be treasured. Then one year, the girl he had chosen to be princess for a day presented him with a bouquet of daisies to thank him for his service. The daisies that grow in Udal are hardy, capable of proliferating even in our arid climes. This made them popular amongst the common folk, for even those without proper garden could grow or pick them. Of course, for the same reason, the nobles considered them beneath notice at best. Amongst the nobility, presenting someone with such common flowers might even be considered an insult. So when the little lady gave them to the Sultan, his attendants could do naught but hold their breath in trepidation. But knowing how hard the girl had worked to pick them, the Sultan gladly accepted the daisies. He bade his attendants fashion them into circles and removed his own crown, placed one on his head and another on hers. "We're the same, you and I," he said, smiling. Since then, the Thorn family has considered daisies to be symbols of happiness. That your flower crowns had such meaning behind them, I had no idea, and as your Sensual, I should have asked. I should have listened to your every detail. But I am listening now. If there's one thing I have learned today, it is that every lady deserves to be treated as a princess. So I ask, does that not include you as well? Aww. How do I look? Just like a princess. Just like Sultan Baldric. I think we better go for that one, just to play it safe. To be honest, that is what I was hoping to hear. Oh, and it seems Rodolphe has one for you as well. We're the same, you and I. I've always wanted to say that. Seems that my lady is not the only one following in the footsteps of Sultan Baldric today. You not only watched over Lady Adelita, you helped me understand what is most important to her. In granting her wish, you have granted me mine as well. Thank you. I can hardly express my gratitude. I've never had such a wonderful day in all my life, and it's all because you were here to help my dream come true. Thank you. I only wish I didn't have to leave so soon. Again, we didn't do much. Is that your wish? We will simply have to find a way for you to stay longer next year. For my part, I am grateful to you all. This will be a little lady's day to remember for many of us. I am sure of it. But it is not over for you and I, is it, adventurer? We must work to see flower crowns in the hands of many a princess and Sensual yet. Princess of Flowers is complete. And that quest was not very special. Especially since we didn't do much. I don't know why they were thanking us. But hey, if they're happy, that's what matters. Princess Maker. That's sweet. Now let's have a crown. And it looks like we're going to be in for another quest, too. So I think we're going to call it there. One short day on Emerald Avenue. The Royal Sentio is eager to see more floral crowns in the heads of little lady celebrants. Okay, so I will be doing that quest in the next episode. I hope you're all looking forward to it, and I hope that you're all going to be enjoying yourself this little ladies' day.